Minecraft. I know it, you know it. I don't need to do that video essay thing where I give the history of Minecraft to fill time even though we both know it. So, why is it that some people can play in the same world for years at a time, while others can't seem to make it past the 2-week Minecraft phase? Recently, I hit my 10-year anniversary of playing Minecraft, but instead of getting burnt out and then getting back into it repeatedly, I've been playing in the same world for almost 6 years now, which makes me wonder, what is wrong with me? Well, maybe wrong isn't the right word, but what's weird about me? I mean, objectively, I feel like most people go through the 2-week Minecraft phase instead of constantly wanting to play in the same world forever. And hey, maybe if you're that person, and you want to build up a long-term forever world, but you just can't seem to stay motivated, hopefully this video will help. Or at least, here's what I like about having a long-term forever world. First of all, you can finally do many big ambitious projects that wouldn't be possible if you kept restarting. I mean, I destroyed this whole mountain, for no reason other than I need the stone for this mountain that I'm working on. And since I'll be in this world forever, I'll be able to appreciate this project, as well as any other projects that I do for years to come. However, the key to any project, regardless of its size, is to break it into smaller pieces. For example, here's my city. This is a massive project that if I tried to do all at once, it would seem impossibly large and make me want to give up. But we can break it into smaller pieces so it's more manageable, like just making one building. But we can go even further than that. This building needs glass, so I can go get some sand and smelt it into glass. Boom! One small beatable task. Doing things differently, and doing different things, could help you to stay motivated in a world for longer. If you've just played in a world recently, I bet it was pretty similar to your last world, and the one before that, and the one before that. So, why not mix it up and try some new things? Build a base in a different biome, make a contraption, heck, get a sniffer, see if I care. Once you get the basics set up, then it's time to do whatever you want. This is where I think a lot of people get lost because now it's up to you to make your own fun. I'm primarily a builder, so that's what I like to do, but if you're not and are looking for some things, it depends on what you like. Like combat? Why not defeat every mob? Achievements? Get all of them. Exploration? Why not get all the trims and shards? Sorry, shards. Since it's now up to you to make your own goals, I think that it's important to have multiple goals to do all at once. As a builder, I always have a bunch of different builds that I'm working on. Like I'm working on this mountain, but that's a huge project, even planning it in a creative world. So if I don't feel like that, I can go get some more sand, or make a gunpowder farm, or I could try to get better with the mace, since I want to try to one-shot the dragon with it at some point. Regardless of what your favorite things to do in Minecraft are, the goals you set are important, and should be varied, but also fun to you personally, so if you get burnt out on one thing, you can jump to a different one for a bit. Also, quick tangent, but people on YouTube always seem to push for the most optimal min-maxing way of playing the game, but guess what? You don't have to do that if you don't want to. I don't like iron or gold farms since I feel like they trivialize key resources too much, so I just don't make them. In a similar vein, I feel like there are certain building styles that people consider optimal and that you have to use, but you don't have to if you don't want to. If you're happy with the build, then that's all that matters. It's okay to want to get better, but you should also just appreciate what you've built so far. If you want to build big stuff fast, people insist that you have to use world editor axiom, and don't get me wrong, I tried using them, and this is crazy. I mean, look at this. I can paint the whole trees and just the trees are everywhere now, and I can just and then a mountain appears. Editing me, please replace those with good sound effects. But you can just do crazy stuff, but guess what? You don't have to if you don't want to. Minecraft is a video game after all, and video games should be first and foremost fun. Anyway, one of my favorite parts of having a long-term world is that I don't have to repeat the grindy early game. I know that for a lot of people this is their favorite part, or really the only part that they get to. But personally, I hate this part, since I feel like it's largely the same whether you're playing a 1.2 or 1.22. People kinda get into a rhythm and only seem to do the same few things in Minecraft. And a lot of the stuff that they've added or changed has happened either around or after this part. So, getting past this part once and being done with it is great, since then you can branch out and try new things that you haven't done before. Be honest, have you explored a trial chambers? What about a Woodland Mansion? Don't like adventuring? Why not try to use some new blocks that you might have not before, like resin, copper, or amethyst? Or find a new mob that I bet you've barely seen, like goats, armadillos, or the allays. Or even go to the end. Statistically, most people don't even make it that far. Maybe this is what you like about Minecraft. I might just be weird. I generally don't like replaying games in general, so this might not make much sense to you if you're okay with that. Not to sound like I hate all of their games, but your save file for really most non-sandbox games and mine would probably look pretty similar. We might have gotten different things and made different memories, but they'll end up pretty much the same. And that's not a bad thing, but with Minecraft, your forever world is truly unique and can better represent you more so than any other game, and even more than a short-lived Minecraft world. I mean, there's 2.935 times 10 to the quintillion different combinations of Minecraft worlds. That's more atoms than there are in the known universe. So no one's world is ever going to be truly quite like yours. Ignoring backups, please make backups. And that's from AntVenom's video in 2017, which was before they expanded the height limit and added hundreds of more blocks, so this number is definitely way higher. There's also no rush to finish a project if you're going to be in one world forever. This might result in you not finishing projects for a while, but that's okay. It's a forever world. You've got time. I mean, there's tons of projects that took me months to finish or that I've yet to finish, like making this underground base, repairing an ancient city, or my Woodland Mansion village. I just haven't felt like working on them for a while. But to make sure that you keep projects really semi-organized, I would make a list somewhere, either a sign wall or in a book. Personally, I use Google Docs. In Minecraft is way more fun, but I always get ideas at like 2 a.m. when I'm trying to sleep, and it's easier to open my phone and write something down instead of entering Minecraft and going to the sign wall. Now what if after having many different projects and breaking them into smaller, more manageable ones, you still don't feel motivated after a while? That's okay. Taking breaks from anything is important to not get burnt out on it. Sometimes I don't play in my forever world for a while, whether it's because a new game came out or I'm busy, or I just don't feel like playing in my world for a bit. Just make sure to come back to your long-term world instead of starting a new one. At least for me, I can kind of feel lost or like I don't know what to do if it's been a bit, but then I look at my list of ideas and go like, I want to do that. And then I feel motivated to play again. Now once you've built up a base with the essential things, where do you go from there? Well, in Minecraft, no one can tell you what you can and cannot do. There's truly no wrong answers. It's up to you to create your own fun goals. For example, after I got my tools coated with netherite, I made some trees out of the ancient debris, just because I thought it'd be fun. And it's a great flex. You could get stuff in advance. When I'm not really sure what to do, I get more quartz, sand, and wood, because at some point I'm gonna need them, because it's not tough. Just be warned that you can definitely do this too much and then have a new problem. What do I do with all the blocks? No, I mean seriously, what do I do with all this dirt? You could make a nice house that's more than just a hole in the wall. Just remember that it doesn't have to be that same generic medieval fantasy house that people seem to make for thumbnails and nothing else. You don't need to make a nice house, especially given that most of the rooms won't really do anything, but it's fun and that's what matters. I've seen people make a separate room for everything that they'd need, forcing their base to be larger and more interesting instead of cramming everything into a tiny house. But personally, I just end up missing the convenience and then avoid that room and pull out a crafting table. But hey, it's up to you. You could make a storage room, an enchanting room, a smelting room, a fish tank room, a mining room, a map room, a gym, a museum, a kitchen, a greenhouse, a bathroom. You could look at the real world or stuff that people have already made Minecraft for inspiration for your builds. There's no shortage of that. A mushroom. Like I looked at this gym in Pokemon Black and White and made this building. Or when I went to Chicago, terrible place by the way, don't go there. You can't force me to go back. I don't want to go back. Ah! Anyway, I found this brown building next to the bean, and that made me want to make this building. Or just the general style of these small terracotta houses are modeled after the houses in San Francisco. And the whole reason that I'm making a city to begin with is because of this Korean video. If you see something in this video that inspires you, great! Make something like it in your world. That's one of the great things about Minecraft, or just art in general. You can be inspired by other people's stuff and then make something that's your own. You could also take up lore building in your worlds. Minecraft has no story. Well, I mean, no actual story. And that's intentional. So why not make your own? Personally, I've got this perfectly lit up sphere hole, and then the terrain around it is dead because I thought it'd be cool to make some Fallout-like terrain. And then I looked at the real world sarcophagus and made a mini one to contain it. None of this was necessary at all, I just thought it'd be fun, you know? Plus, if you stay in the same world, you can also build history. This is a personal preference, but I really like the weird terrain artifacting that happens from moving a world across versions. Like, I've got this weird double deep slate layer in the world from anywhere pre-caves and cliffs, triple from the first part, this donut mesa in this dead ocean, and a number of other strange things that wouldn't be there if I loaded this world up on the most recent version. But don't feel like you missed out. Stuff is still going to change moving forward. Like in the most recent snapshots, trees are going to generate with dead leaves below them, but if you start a world now, they won't generate and explode terrain. Hey, future guest here. In case you can't tell, this video actually took way longer to make than I thought it would, so you won't be able to get worlds without dead leaves in them, since, you know, the update's already out. But this general point still applies. So, anyway, back to past me. I get that that's not the most interesting thing, but I'm just saying that Minecraft is always going to change, so worlds are going to keep getting janker. Plus, if you're on Java, you can always start up in an older version and move forward if you want weird terrain immediately. Technically, you can do that on Bedrock too with an unofficial launcher, but I'm too stupid to figure that out, so I guess Java wins this one. Hey, still got better bridging though. At the same time that Minecraft will change, you will also change. If you just play in a world for the 2-week Minecraft phase, you and the world at large are not going to change that much. Probably. But, if you play in the same world for years at a time, both you and the real world are going to change as your Minecraft world grows with you. Whether you get better at building, or friends move away, or change what you're playing on. I mean, I've gone from playing in this awful iPod Touch, to an iPad, to a good gaming PC. And even on this channel, you can see how my Survivor world has grown with me.
Hello everybody, I am the Gas King Tier 32, and today...
No! With pictures, videos, and writings, you can see a representation of what your past self was like, but it's only a 2D representation, whereas with a Minecraft world, you can fully explore it, especially if you've had friends join briefly and then build stuff. I mean, I have bases from people who I haven't talked to in years, which leads me to my next point. You can always improve on past things by adding on to them, but if there's one thing I regret and would say that you shouldn't do, it's destroying old stuff. I paved over my old spawn area, and while I like the new one and I'm proud of it, I kinda wish that I'd put it somewhere else instead so I could have both in my world. Luckily, I have backups, which you should do by the way, so I can kinda go back in time. I get that this kinda sounds like I'm contradicting myself, but that's because you can have both options. It's up to you on whether you want a world where every build represents your current level of skill, or whether you want to see history and progression throughout your world. Plus, if you get bored, you can always pack up stuff and move somewhere new in the same world. Minecraft worlds are comically large. Now, you might ask why not just start up a fully new world at that point, but I don't know, I feel like it's kind of depressing, because what's there? Nothing, but at the same time I know exactly what's there, because it's the same Minecraft terrain as every other world. Whereas after enough time, if you explore your forever world, you can be truly surprised by what you'll find. That's another point for having people play in your world. You don't have to, especially if when they inevitably leave you'll feel pressured to stop, and a single player world and SMP are surprisingly different in how you play, but at least for me, I like that I've had friends from years ago join, build something weird, weird, and then leave, only for me to stumble upon it years later and be incredibly confused. It adds to the mystery of exploring, because I truly never know what I'm going to find. Yeah! Also, out of all games to play forever, Minecraft is one of the best, given that Minecraft is the top-selling game of all time, and Mojang said that they want it to last for 100 years, so Minecraft's not going anywhere. Plus, even if they do stop updating Minecraft and pull all the servers, there's still millions of physical copies out there. Like right here. Or right here. Now, if after all that you still don't feel like starting a forever world, that's okay. Now, I'm not a psychologist, surprising I know, but I think it just comes down to the fact that some people, such as myself, are just built weird and want to play in the same world forever, and if that's not you, that's okay. But hopefully if you've been struggling with motivation, this video helped you want to keep playing in a forever world for at least a little bit longer. I know that I always look towards people like Stampy and Toycat with their long-term worlds with so much cool stuff in them, and I was envious, which made me want to start my own. Also, don't feel pressure to play Minecraft like how I like to play. I play Minecraft like a crazy person. I spent 50 hours destroying this mountain to spend another 100 building a new one here. Please don't feel pressure to play Minecraft like me. And hey, if this video makes you want to start a forever world, or get back in one that you haven't played in a bit, then go. If you're watching this right now instead of doing work, the least you could do is procrastinate in a productive way and start a Minecraft world. So then go start one. Just don't forget to make lots of backups. Hey, if you made it this far, I'm assuming you liked the video, or YouTube's just done autoplay. Since this is the first time I've done a video essay type video, I'd love to know what you guys think in the comments below. And hey, if you guys like it, maybe we'll do more videos like this one. Anyway, I'm not good at ending videos.